So I wanted to watch that real quick, which was for those of you who are not here in the live stream and are watching the YouTube video after I recorded it. I just watched Asmongold's take on the David case. I wanted to watch that real quick because there was a video I saw that popped up, and it's by JiDion. Pretty sure if y'all don't know who he is, popular black streamer, and I think he did pranks on YouTube, and he also joined Skeeter Gene and To Catch a Predator type videos. I love those videos. Like Skeeter Gene, shout out to him. He's doing good work. He's doing it in a way where, you know, the predator actually gets caught. You know what I'm saying? Actually, he involves the police, gets the predator gets caught, probably does jail time, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I digress. JiDion apparently pressed the lawyer that says that David is, or D4VD, David is innocent. JiDion pressed him. So I want to watch a bit of this. This thing is like almost an hour long. I'm not gonna lie, it's like 48 minutes long. We're gonna watch part of it, and we're gonna check it out, see what they're talking about. Links will be in the description below. Hello?
So with all of this evidence stacking against David, there's no way you're gonna try to get the best plea deal for him.
That we're fighting this, and that's how I always attack my cases, and that's why I get the results that I get.
The prosecutors are
alleging
that their sexual relationship started when she was 13.
Those are just out.
That's David's lawyer? It doesn't look like it, bro, because in the video we saw last time, it was this one old white chick. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it was this white chick over here. See? This chick. This was, yeah, this chick is this chick. So I don't know who the hell this Asian dude is. I don't know if that's actually David's lawyer, bro. Because I don't see him, like, he's not in this picture. He's I don't know, man. I expected to see him in some of the pictures, maybe even at the court hearing, but I don't really see that guy there. So I don't know if this is I don't know if this guy is actually David's lawyer that JiDion is talking to. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But let's check it out. Let's see where it goes.
Allegations. This girl came after him to attack him. So from what I'm seeing, it looks like he is a victim of success.
What about the explicit photos?
Victim of success.
So I want to see how explicit are those photos. Are they?
All right, DJ Khaled. Suffering from success. Oh, woe is me. I'm a victim of success. She attacked me. How? By threatening to go public with your underage relationship, with your illegal relationship with her? You know how you avoid that kind of shit? You don't date minors. That's how.
They really, you know, my client.
How is her body found in his car?
You can give somebody else access to the car.
What about him ordering the Uber to?
Nah, look at him smiling and shit, bro. Nah, this guy is not his lawyer. This guy's not David's lawyer, bro.
His house, her being there.
Is that illegal to order an Uber? I don't see that. I don't see that in the criminal code anywhere. No matter where I'm at with my clients.
Actually, I don't think it's illegal to order an Uber for a minor, because they do have that Uber teen shit, I think. Do they have that? I remember hearing people talking about it like before it came out or when it came out. But if you're ordering an Uber for people, ordering an Uber in and of itself is not illegal, no matter who it's for. If it's for a minor, it's just like, why? I finished tutoring you. Get the fuck out. There's your Uber.
Cases, even if you're found guilty, there's still ways out of it.
So y'all, I'm gonna show you guys how good a defense lawyer Jayoma is before we interview him.
Jayoma.
He is a lawyer? Holy shit.
And why am I the best lawyer?
I mean, you gave me probation on my criminal case.
All right. And what were you charged with?
Aggravated assault, deadly weapon.
And how much prison time are you looking at?
20 years.
Okay. And did this case go to trial?
Yes, it did.
And during that trial, did the prosecutor show a video of you shooting somebody 3 times?
Yep, it did. Shot him 2 times in the stomach, 1 in the arm.
The prosecutor had a video of this man shooting somebody 3 times. Not eyewitness testimony. They had a video of him doing this.
Caught in
Now listen to
4K.
the rest.
And were you found guilty on this case?
Yes.
All right. And now during the punishment phase of your case, did I remain fighting for you?
Yes, it did.
All right. And while I was fighting for you, how much time was the prosecutor asking this?
Hold on, bro. Jayoma law firm. Okay. Jayoma Law Reviews, Justice Jury, Jayoma, Jayoma Law's Trust Score. He, let's see, it's a Houston-based practice that offers legal services in criminal, family, and civil law. Founded by attorney Alain C. Jayoma, a former prosecutor and registered nurse. The firm values tenacity, passion, and strategy in representing its clients. So, I mean, that might be him. That shit might be legit. Hold on. But how come David's lawyer is Blair Burke, a well-known criminal defense attorney in Hollywood who has represented several high-profile clients, including Harvey Weinstein and Lindsay Lohan? David lawyer, what's this dude's name? Jayoma? This is from Jidion again. This is from Jidion again. The only when I type David lawyer Jayoma, the only thing I see is things that, you know, relate back to Jidion. So is this guy actually David's lawyer or not? I mean, he is a criminal defense lawyer, it seems, but is he David's lawyer? Lawyers for David, aka David Blurk. Who are David Burke's lawyers? David joins Blair Burke. Extensive list of celebrity clients. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this Jayoma guy is David's lawyer. He might be capping, fam. Like, this Jayoma guy might be capping. Because right now it looks like Blair Burke is David Burke's lawyer. No relation. But it looks like Blair is David's lawyer. Not this Jayoma guy. Well, let's see what he says.
20.
All right.
20 years.
20 years in prison, right?
Yep.
And after my arguments, what was the result of me convincing that jury to give you as a punishment?
Probation.
All right. And are you happy with the results?
Yeah.
All right. And just to put it together, you got probation for shooting somebody 3 times on camera, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And is there anything else you want to add?
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, that seems kind of stretched. You know what I'm saying? They give the dude probation for shooting someone 3 times on camera. I mean, if shit like that is true, then it's like no wonder, you know what I'm saying? We have people going into prison, coming right back out, then turning around and stabbing a white girl on a train or a bus, sorry, or whatever that was, and then the dude screaming out, "I got that white girl." Didn't that guy go to prison like 20 times and got immediately let out? Like, bro, the fuck? I forgot what his name was, but y'all probably know who I'm talking about.
Prosecutors wanted to give him 20 years. Jayoma convinced the jury to only give him probation. Going from 20 years to probation on camera. Y'all know how crazy that is? And the crazy thing about it was not self-defense. Nope. It was not. They had an argument, but it was not self-defense. I asked. It was not. It was not. Because if it was self-defense, he would have been found guilty. I know everybody in the chat saying that's weird. Like, y'all, I had your guys' same opinion. I was like, bro, defense lawyers are the biggest scumbags on the earth and stuff. But when I had
Now remember, Jidion used to do pranks on YouTube, bro. So I don't know if I can trust this shit right now.
6 months over my head, I realized, like, you hate lawyers until you need one. I pray that none of y'all are in a situation to where you ever need a defense lawyer. But if you do find yourself in a position where you need a defense lawyer, you're gonna try to get the best one you can ever get to fight for you. And just so you guys don't think I'm lying.
Who's your favorite lawyer?
Jayoma.
And why am I a favorite lawyer?
You got my case on the path to getting dismissed.
All right, and what were you charged with?
I was charged with allegedly videotaping a grand jury proceeding and posting it on my YouTube channel, and the video getting 4 million views, allegedly.
And it was contempt, right?
And I got contempt of court.
Yeah. And so how much jail time are you looking at?
I was looking at up to 6 months.
Okay. And are you happy with the results?
Very.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Get Jayoma.
And like, that's my paperwork. I don't have to say allegedly anymore. I did record it. I don't have to say allegedly.
We know you recorded it.
Defense lawyer Jayoma. Jayoma, welcome to the show.
What's up? What's up, y'all? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying it right now. I don't know if he is David Burke's actual lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Because Blair, it says Blair's lawyer. I saw nothing that said this guy was on the team.
How long have you been a criminal defense lawyer?
Probably about 8 years, 7 years right now.
And have you been following the David case?
A little bit. I actually saw a little bit of it last night. There's more evidence that I believe that they're finding on his phone. It's one.
Okay. He's not saying he's David's lawyer. He's just saying he's a defense lawyer, and he's apparently seen part of the case that David is in, but he's not actually David's lawyer. When I read the title, I pressed the lawyer saying David is innocent. I was like, you talked to David's lawyer? That's my mistake. I was like, hold on, bro. This guy isn't. The fuck? I feel stupid a bit.
Investigations that keep going, and
but we do this shit and we learn.
You let it happen, right? And then that's when I step in and start doing my work.
He has the criminal defense lawyer, Blair, but she represented Harvey Weinstein during his case and everything. My question is, with the evidence that the prosecutors have against him, where they have sexual messages and sexual photos exchanged between the two, which would obviously be CSAM. They also have against him being the last person to be in contact because she was Ubered from her home over to him, and then after that she was not seen alive. They also see in his transactions where he bought 2 chainsaws, an incinerator, bought shovels, and he also bought
an incinerator. Oh yeah, that we talked about this in my last video, but one of those last videos. Man had an incinerator, and then he put her body parts in the trunk of his Tesla. What was the incinerator for? Did you just say, just fuck it, we can't use it like I thought we could?
A blue inflatable pool where the fragment from the inflatable pool that he purchased also matches on her body. They also have other CSAM. They said they found a significant amount of CSAM on his phone. All of these things.
That's crazy, bro. It's like 4 terabytes, I think.
How do you possibly think
or 40?
That the defense is going to plead his innocence of not murdering her? Do you think they're going to concede and say, hey, he did have a sexual relationship with her? What do you think they're going to concede on, or do you think they're going to try to fight everything full force?
I'll fight everything. I'm going to be one of those attorneys where I don't care what allegations that they have against my client. I'm always going to fight it, no matter how bad shit gets, you know?
So you wouldn't even concede with because they have him on child abuse, like having a sexual relationship with a minor. So you wouldn't even concede that point if you were his lawyer?
Oh, F no. I would not concede to that. I'm fighting everything.
Okay, how would you get him off of that?
Well, number one, have him plead not guilty on this case. Demand any and all evidence that the prosecutors might have against them. The cops did their investigation. All it takes is for me to find out, how did the cops get to that? What is the process that they got to it? And if they got to it illegally, that's when I can start doing my work, and I can start attacking everything that the cops got on them. It's just one of those things where you just gotta keep fighting, no matter where it's at.
Z4, whoa. Can you react to
So you would try to
opening of
discredit
Ken
and get
Rolling
some of this
Loud?
evidence thrown out. What is the first
I don't do music reacts, but
bit of
sorry,
evidence?
especially since I'm also streaming on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Out of all the things I said that the prosecutor has on him, because it doesn't look like they're waiving his right to a speedy trial. It sounded like his lawyer's like, let's take it to trial. What is the first bit of evidence that you?
I wonder if all of it is going to be live streamed, like the other court cases, like the entire thing, David's entire trial, all of it should be live streamed. And where can I watch it?
To attack
Any relationship that he had that it's not sexual. Allegedly, they're saying that it's sexual, right? I'm gonna attack that, and then I'm gonna attack the motive that the prosecutors are trying to allege that he had.
So let me let you know about the motive. So the motive is they said that they
Also, didn't like they were messaging back and forth on Discord and everything and things like that, right? So why would why don't they could just check that? Like I doubt there's too many I doubt there's a lot of I doubt there's absolutely no evidence on the Discord, like finding them talking about sexual relations and things like that, incriminating evidence. I doubt there's no incriminating evidence on their Discord or through their messages. So this guy, Jayoma, the lawyer guy, he said he would go through, he would demand any evidence the cops found, and if any of it was illegal, that's when he starts work. But if he can find anything illegal, but like it seems like the cops did their due diligence. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but there's gonna be evidence that they could use. That's still gonna go through. I don't know, man. I don't know if this guy could actually get David as innocent.
have the text messages between where it seems that Celeste was jealous of David being in relationships with other women, and they said that Celeste texted him that she was going to destroy his career, and coincidentally, when she texted him that, it was about 2 or 3 days before his album was supposed to be released, where they're saying that the motive was for financial gain to keep his career intact.
I mean, that sounds like a motive, but that's just the state's motive or the prosecutor's motive. Whatever motive they have, I'm gonna attack that, because what I'm gonna be looking at is the girl probably has motive to make shit up. The girl probably has motive to utilize her position in his life to capitalize on somebody who's up and coming. We see that in Shannon Sharp, who was a victim. What was that girl that took a lot of money from him? You know, when people become a public figure, just like you and I, athletes, singers, even actors, that it opens up an opportunity for them to like have a gun to their head to say, get me this Rolls Royce, get me this Rolex. If you don't get it to me, there's gonna be consequences, and you know what those consequences are gonna be. And so anybody can be put in that position, even you. And it's unfortunate that I believe David has to go through this at this point in his career, because he's up and coming. I do like some of his songs.
Bruh, has Jidion always been this big? I'm asking for a friend. It's me. I'm the friend.
But it's an opportunity. And when people do have an opportunity, they often get taken advantage of. So my job as a criminal defense attorney is to point that out, right? That, you know, my client's the victim.
So you think his defense is gonna try to paint the picture of David being the victim of the situation, with him having the fame and status? You think that's the route, or that's the route you would take if he was your client?
I have to speak to him. So whenever I do my consultations with my clients, my strategies change based on that, and it's based on reality as well. So right now, me and you, we don't know, because we haven't spoken to David. If I spoke to David, you know, and he contacted me, then maybe it'll be a different story, right? From what I'm seeing, it looks like he is a victim of success. People came after him, and
DJ suffering from success. I'm just suffering from success. Woe is me. Woe is me. Well, I mean, you can say suffering from success, but like the thing is that even if she was like, hey, I'm about to I'm gonna ruin your career because blah 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 blah. The dude was having a sexual relationship with a minor. He had been doing this for I guess for a couple of years, looks like. And then when she threatened to go public with their relationship. That's, I mean, all she did was starting to say words and like go public with their relationship. I mean, that's his own fault for putting himself in that situation. You know, saying that's not warranting, you know, an attack on his life, a threat on his life. So he definitely can't use self-defense. And suffering from success is what you want to go with. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer, but like, would the jury, would people buy that shit? Like, he still dated, he still had a sexual relationship with an underage, with a minor, and then when she said she was going to go public with it, he offed her, he deleted her, and chopped her or dismembered her, and then put her body in his trunk and left it there to rot. I don't see any judge or jury being like, you know what? He is innocent. He didn't do anything wrong. Seriously? I don't see any judge, jury, or executioner saying, yeah, you know what? You can go free, David. You can go free. I don't see that happening. That's just me, though.
And possibly, quite possibly, this girl came after him to attack him. So I don't know what's going on with what happens in real life. All I can see is the allegations, just like how you can see the allegations, and they sound bad. And a lot of my clients' cases, the allegations are very, very bad. And you know the type of cases I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just showed my chat that you got a dude who shot somebody 3 times on camera. They caught him on camera, and you didn't even use self-defense, did you?
You have to have been there. I post my trials like on my feed, on my story.
You got
like,
someone that shot somebody 3 times off with just probation when the state was trying to give him 20 years.
And I didn't add in my video that he's gonna get out on probation in 5 years. 5 years for shooting somebody on camera. And he even looked at the camera like the camera's right here. He went ahead and went
looked at that shit.
Right at the camera.
Got the whole face. Got the whole facial profile and everything, and he still got the dude on? I don't know, man.
Yeah. And I got that shit to be probation. He'll be out. He'll be done with probation in 5 years when he contacts me. No matter where I'm at with my clients' cases, even if you're found guilty, there's still ways out of it. And so I'm always gonna fight no matter how bad shit gets. And right now, in regards to David, shit's looking bad. Okay? And it's always gonna look bad in the beginning. But I'm always gonna be able to try to fight and show like the truth, which is he's a victim here.
Okay, you're gonna try to paint it as him being a victim. Let's go with that. How are you going to convince a jury that a man who is sending explicit photos of himself and receiving explicit photos, because Celeste isn't the only minor. He was also talking to other minors who have started to come forward. So how are you going to spin this as him being the victim?
So this man was on some Saikuno level shit, but with minors. If you don't know who Saikuno is, he's a Twitch streamer. I think is it Twitch streamer? He's a streamer though, content creator. And it recently came out that he pretty much cheated on his girlfriend with like multiple girls, and no one, not even his close friends, knew he had a girlfriend. And he was pretty much using this uwu shy anime protagonist boy type of profile, or not profile, but like personality, you know. And like he got with multiple girls, bro, and all while having a girlfriend. Told them that he didn't have a girlfriend or that he wasn't talking to anybody. He even had one girl that he just like met her at the first day they met, got head from her. The next day, busted inside of her raw, no condom, and this was after her saying, well, not after. This was a girl that said that she doesn't have sex with dudes that she doesn't date. She wasn't dating him, but she went through she did all that. I'm saying that this David is like on Saikuno levels because of all of the multiple girls, and but they were all minors, so that's not part of Saikuno shit. That's just nasty. That's nasty as fuck.
Of all these minors coming to him and him not wanting any part of this.
Well, I'm not gonna spin anything. What I'm gonna do is show the truth, okay? And that truth is that no matter what age, anybody is susceptible, or anybody can be an aggressor, right? You can be 9 years old, and if you find out there's a lick out there that you can take advantage of and you can get free stuff out of him and you can threaten him, then you do it. And it's a normal thing that humans do. Whenever they see an opportunity, they can see it. And there is an opportunity when it comes to David. Shit, I don't even know David personally. And I can see David, as a walking lick right now. He has YouTube videos, he has music, he obviously has money. Anybody in that position would say, you know what?
So you're saying Jay-Z's a walking lick. You're saying NBA YoungBoy's a walking lick. You're saying, you know what I'm saying, all these other famous people are all just walking licks. Like they don't have any type of protection or any type of know-how or any type of security or any type of like way to defend themselves if somebody tries to like get them for some bullshit. I can see how they would be licks, but I don't know if they'd just be like easy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that nigga's a lick, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that.
Let's do something to this guy. Let's make some shit up so we can get what we want.
What about him ordering the Uber?
What's up, real noobster? How you doing?
Her being there.
Hope you're having a good one.
What's the play there?
Is that illegal to order an Uber for somebody?
I
don't see that.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not illegal to order an Uber for a minor.
It's illegal to like order an Uber for a child? I don't see that in the criminal code anywhere. I don't see that.
He's right there.
I've never seen that was illegal for anybody to do that. Like, so I don't see how that can be criminal in itself. I order Ubers for my cousins to go get picked up, to be dropped off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I have family members. Like, just because he did that does not necessarily mean.
Okay, so she threatened him. He orders the Uber, and now after that Uber, she's never seen again, and she's found in his Tesla. So what is the play? So what happened?
Hey, what state was this in?
California.
In LA?
Yeah.
You know LA is a dangerous place.
Oh my God, bro!
Dangerous. It is. Look, ladies and gentlemen, Los Angeles is a dangerous place. There's gangs everywhere. There's people to extort you everywhere. Her body or whatever has happened to her could have been done by somebody else other than David himself. It's just that because of the relationship, the friendship that they have, everybody.
You're telling me that it was done by somebody else, and they got access to his car, to David's car, and chopped her after they chopped her body up. They put her in David's car without him knowing anything like that. You're telling me that's what happened.
Everybody's honing in on it. It's unfortunate for David. Anything could have happened to her. There are random people who get, pulled up on any day in LA. Even if you're.
And don't try to say that her body was just because her body was found when he was on tour. That means that someone else could have put her body in his the trunk of his car. But no, because forensics would show the decomposition of the body starting way before he went on tour. So, and then of course since he kept the body inside the house first, do forensics inside the house. I doubt he cleaned everything up. You could probably find it in there as well.
You're a girl.
So what about the blue? So the prosecutors are saying that there wasn't going to be a mess. David put her body in a blue inflatable pool to keep all the blood in there. And the fragments from the blue inflatable pool that David bought match the fragments found on her body.
That could be anybody. Because think about it, not only is David a potential victim for any of the young girls, but he could be a potential victim for anybody ancillary to that, right? So say, for example, he disrespected an up-and-coming rapper. They're going to want to put this murder on him, right? So let the prosecutors attack him instead of them attacking him personally. Because if you think about it, that is actually a good strategy. If I want to get after David because he disrespected me because he didn't buy me my soda, or he didn't get me a cheeseburger that I asked for, or he just looked at me wrong, or he said my song sucks because I sang for him, I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna get this dude. I'm gonna put his DNA. I'm gonna set some shit up. I'm gonna get that dead body and I'm playing on him. So then, therefore, they can put all the state's power, all the prosecution's power into trying to put him away. It's like you're getting somebody else to do your dirty work for you. And that's a good possibility that could have happened to David. So that's what I think that could be a possibility for David as well.
I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh. Nah, fam. Because also we also don't know everything that the cops know. You know what I'm saying? And remember, all of this, most of this at least, of Jayoma's defense for David, most of that hinges on whether or not, when he's looking through how the police got the evidence, if any of it was gotten illegally. I mean, yeah, he could approach it as like someone else tried to pin it on him, but there's going to be evidence that shows that that's not the case.
You know what I mean? Like, no,
I
it
don't
could be
know what you
anything.
mean. No, like so he orders the Uber, and then she
Allegedly.
it's from his account.
Allegedly, it's from his account. I can get
Allegedly, it's from
your
his account.
Give me your phone. I can do something to it. You know what I mean? Just because it's on your phone doesn't mean you're the one who did it.
Okay, the Uber is sent. It picks her up. It takes her over there, and then also, so how did they get access to his car? How is her body found in his car? And then they also have video evidence of him being the last person to leave the car before it was impounded. So he didn't smell her in there?
You can give somebody else access to the car. Just because it's your car doesn't mean like you're the only one who has sole access to it. Anybody can, and any other criminal can have access to your car.
And you just said he could give somebody else access to his car. So are you saying that somebody else is the one that killed Celeste without David's knowing, or as other people can see that same phrase, they can see it as David helped that person helped David get rid of Celeste, and then David said, "All right, I gotta go on tour. Here's access to my car. You deal with the body."
As well, there's people that you know who you get permission to use your car, and there's people that you don't know who gain access to cars. There are very, very skilled people who can break into cars. If one was so inclined to do so, they could set David up for this. It just depends on how far somebody's willing to go. The investigation seemed a little bit too incomplete because of just the
He wasn't indicted, so I will say, he wasn't indicted the normal way he usually would be, where, grand jury and stuff. It had to be where the police, it looked like the police station did go rogue, and they arrested him and forced the district attorney's hands to press charges, because they were either you get this bad press of letting him go after the weekend's over, or you go on and press charges. What do you think about that situation?
Well, sometimes when it comes to famous people, all the eyes are on the district attorney's office, or on the United States Attorney's Office, the Department of Justice, because they're trying to see what they're going to do. So it's like every time there's a crime, especially when it's heightened, it's like all eyes on that office, right? How fast are you going to work? How immediate are you going to work on this case? And sometimes it forces them to jump the gun. When I say them, I mean investigators, detectives, to say, well, this is him. It has to be him. And they literally exclude any and all investigations outside of David. And so because of that, it can be an incomplete investigation. That includes David being a victim himself from this girl, right? David being a victim of somebody targeting him. Those are possibilities out there. And that is a very reasonable possibility. But it's just, I feel like sometimes investigations move too fast. And when they move too fast, people can go to prison for a long time for something they did not do just because of the fame. David is no different than you, no different than the people in your chat, no different than any actors, Lil Pump, Aiden Ross, Neon, okay? They're no different. They could be victims of the criminal justice system. And my job is to try to show their innocence. And what I'm telling you right now in regards to David is that it's quite possible that somebody else, there's another story than what these prosecutors are trying to paint him as.
With all this evidence, I know that for a fact that they're going to fight the murder charge tooth and nail, because that's the one where he's going to probably be facing the death penalty. They're talking about bringing it back just specifically for him. So you want to even concede on because, to anybody, I don't see how you can convince a jury that they weren't in a sexual relationship. She quite literally had his name tattooed on her finger. And
Anybody-
coincidentally, that finger is the one that got amputated.
Right, but anybody could have that. There are people who have Lil Wayne tatted on their body who have never seen Lil Wayne. Like right now, I know you. I can get your name, Jidion, tatted on my finger right now. Doesn't mean that me and you are having a sexual relationship. Doesn't mean me and you have kissed each other. Doesn't mean
I'm gonna question it. I'm damn sure gonna question it.
me and you have some type of relationship outside of friendship. It could be anything, or it could just be a fan. I'm a fan of you, Jidion.
But do you have his name tatted on your finger?
So, what about the explicit photos to go along with all that are sent
I
between
want to
the
see
two?
those explicit photos. I want to see, like, as being an attorney, I'll be able to see all that. So I want to see how explicit are those photos. Are they really, my client? Are they really going towards and relevant to the charges that David has? So that's my job. I look at every piece of evidence that the government has, and I look at them like literally like splitting hairs. And I say, where did this come from? How did this arrive? How did you guys get this evidence? Can y'all even use it in court?
They said that they have 40 terabytes of evidence against him, and they said they found a significant amount of CSAM, and the prosecutors were voicing that very loudly. And, even his brother posted a couple days later, like, all pedophiles and rapists should die. You know what I mean? Like, turning public opinion against him. Would you attack, because one thing I was telling my chat that I could see is that the defense would maybe attack Celeste's family. Because it looks like her family knew where she was, because there's videos and photos out there of Celeste with her cousins at different concerts related to David. The prosecutors are alleging that their connection first began when she was 11 years old, and he was, I think he was a minor still.
Yeah, apparently, if I remember from our last video, they met when he was 11, or when she was 11, and then they started having a sexual relationship when she was 13, I think.
But the sexual relationship started when she was 13 and he was 18.
Okay. Those are just allegations. That's how I see it.
So would you go at it where, like, her parents were letting her see him, or would you just leave the parents out of it, you personally?
It depends on how
I mean, if you say the parents let her see him, and like the parents really didn't, and the parents are, obviously pissed that he did what he did this to their daughter, they're not gonna work with that. They're not gonna agree to that. They're gonna be brought brought up to the stand probably, and they'll be like, were you allowing your daughter to see David? And they'll be like, hell no. If there was actually a no, but they're gonna tell their part.
prosecutors build it. When I do,
I'm sure a lot of times she was sneaking out, right? I don't know if she was always going over there to see him. Wait, did the parents let her? I'm trying to remember all the other videos we watched, all the other shit we watched about this. We talked about. Did the parents? Actually, I think they did. Well, can't lie in court. So then in that case, they would be like, yeah, we did, but we didn't know this was going on, probably, kind of thing.
in my cases, like I prepare, but not really like prepare, because the way I go to trial is like a boxing match. You can prepare as much as you want. If somebody throws a right hook, you're gonna counter it this way, but you can never prepare for what happens in that jury trial. So I keep my shit fluid. Like the way I react, it's more like playing defense, and I react to how the prosecutors, bring evidence. So even in my other trials, I don't really know who the witnesses are. And I just wait for them to show up, and I hear what they say. Then I start attacking from there. If they're going to bring their family in regards to David, I'll prepare for that, and I'll act on it as soon as they bring it. So whatever story that the prosecutors are going to try to paint David as, and to link him to each element of that crime, I'm going to show otherwise, regardless of who they bring.
Would you waive David's right to, would you advise him to waive his right to a speedy trial, or would you say, F all that, let's hurry this up, let's take it to trial? What would you do?
It
what
depends.
Would you advise?
Okay, so it depends. So yeah, I advise it, and it's ultimately up to my client. So whenever there's something that happens in court, everything is run through my client. So it's their case, but I'm, assisting them, right? That's my job. And so I will tell them all the good things and bad things if they speed it up. In regard,
yeah, I want to hear what would be what the difference is in speeding it up, how it could be good and how it could be bad. I want to hear that shit.
in this case, there's good and bad to speeding shit up. Okay, so if you speed shit
Like,
up, you'll be done with it ASAP. You don't have to worry about being in jail because you don't know how people are treated in jail, right? Things can happen to you. You can get your stuff taken away from you. You can get your food taken away from you. You're away from your family. You're losing money.
you can get your virginity taken away from you. Don't drop the soap.
There are people threatening you, and in a real sexual way, right? And it's not a good way, right? Especially these type of charges. He's a target in there. So sometimes people.
Oh yeah, the guard. Oh shit. My bad. Someone would. Excuse me. Sorry. Shit. Someone would. Someone would definitely end up letting them know. Like it would. The information would definitely trickle down eventually to the point where it's like, yeah, this David kid. This is why he's in here. So y'all can have fun with it. So y'all can have fun with him. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want to him. Hurt him however you want, or do worse. This is why he's in here. Those guys will be pissed, especially if some of them have daughters that are around her age.
People want to speed the trial up and say, let's just get this over with, so then we don't have to deal with it. It could be advantageous as a criminal defense attorney because it's kind of like you want the prosecutors to move forward with an incomplete investigation. And that incomplete investigation shows that the cops didn't do the right job and you got the wrong guy. So sometimes it can work out that way. But if you take your time, then maybe you can wait and get more evidence to show that it wasn't David, right? So it just really, really depends. There's so many different factors when it comes to, strategies of what you're going to do in representing, your client. But when it comes to me, everything is very fluid. So it just really, really depends on what I see.
What is interesting you so much about this David case that you've seen so far? What has pricked your mind where you're like, okay, this could actually be in his favor? Or what is something that you've seen where, okay, what about this case is something that you've seen that could be in his favor? And what is something that you've seen that you think will be a very hard mountain to climb going through with this case?
In his favor is probably hiring me because I like challenges. So, that's the reason why I like taking cases, because if you can get the most unbeatable cases and you beat that shit, it makes you feel really, really good inside. Like for me, selfishly, it does. I get this type of high that fentanyl can't match, drugs can't match, women can't match, money can't match. It's a high. And only those who win in jury trials know what high this is, okay? The advantages that he could have is hiring me. The disadvantages is not hiring me because, yeah.
That's how you sell yourself to try and get more clients, bro. Especially if you're gonna be on a popular YouTuber's video.
It's just one of those things where I really want to attack this case. I see that he's a victim of this girl or society. He's a victim of the public, and I need to do whatever I can to show that he's not this monster that the prosecutors are painting him as. I was listening to the song 3 times this morning. Like, it's a great song.
Bro,
Speaking of the song, he talks about what he did. He told on himself in his song. Bro, they gonna be doing like it's Key and Peele. I didn't say that. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Hold up. This shit.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay. You ain't got nothing.
That's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. You ain't got nothing. but David, you specifically discussed in your song that you did this, and this, and this to Celeste. David be like, you ain't got nothing.
Okay. Yeah, but you ain't got nothing.
Is that what you're telling me? Is that what the lawyer is about to say that he's gonna do? if they talk about the music and the song being like, well, pretty much what he did to her, the song being about her. Don't tell me that's what's gonna happen.
Talking about like murdering people in his song.
It's art, just like 50 Cent, Jay-Z. It's all art. And I'm a fan of his art, but
it's just art, bro. Yeah, but you ain't got none. You ain't got none. I ain't say that. It's just music. It's just art, bro. I'm a fan of his art. That's what he said.
he's
Okay. Okay. Besides you, what is an advantage and disadvantage that is in this case that you see? Besides you.
The advantage is that it looks like this was done in California, which is a crime, or not California, but LA, right? It's a high crime area. And there's other reasons that caused the death of this girl, other than him. That's why I see an advantage of. And she's motivated, to go after him. The other thing, the disadvantages that I see in this case is that he never called me. If he would have called me or his family would have reached out to me, I'll take that case. David, if you're listening, I'll take your case for free.
Bro!
If you reach out to my office, Jayoma Law Firm, I will take your case for free. Don't forget that, and it's recorded.
Okay, what is
He needs help.
What is the disadvantage?
And then he says he needs help. Bro. I don't even know what to say about that shit. I mean, I get he's just he's a defense lawyer, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's supposed to do. But just saying, enthusiastically saying he needs help when it's like all signs point to that David did this shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess right now it's alleged, but all signs pointing to that shit. I get it's in him as a defense lawyer to be like he needs help. I get that shit, but that was a little too enthusiastic, just a little too enthusiastic for me. You know what I'm saying? It feels like he did it, and like you like, bro, I gotta help him. Anyway, that's it for this video. The rest of you can watch the rest of the video on the channel. The link to Gideon's channel and the video will both be in the description below. So be sure to check them out. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Could David be found innocent? Could he be found innocent if the lawyers play it correctly or whatever? Keep in mind, we don't know everything, right? We don't know everything yet. But anyway, peace. Much love to you.